to yawn.
What's that?
You're not allowed to yawn.
What kills me is I'm not even tired.
I've only had 3 hours of sleep. I'm tired.
Not
What
tired.
kills me is I don't even work.
Why do you say that? Because there's so many funny ways to take that.
That I should be able to get more than 3 hours of sleep if I don't work.
Why do you only get 3 hours of sleep?
Oh my god, I had the worst weekend. My daughter got sucked into some bad babysitting jobs this past weekend, let me just tell you. People just should not reproduce if they're not ready for it.
I don't know that door.
On which one?
23,
Which section?
On the last section?
15.1. But I checked the back of the answer.
What's the answer in that?
Well, you know what?
XJ.
I stopped at the IJK.
What did you get?
5xj.
How?
You finished it all?
Yeah. You...
Where's it?
I didn't do the,
Okay, so
I didn't do the del of them and then multiply it is my problem.
It's the del cross product. What page is that?
1092.
92?
Yeah.
23.
So you stick it down. Dot product of the cross product of F and J.
Wait, yeah, 5x.
Maybe I wasn't just reading this wrong.
So you do that crazy matrix crap?
Yeah, I got the cross product between F and J. Yes, I got that.
Then you find the derivative of each of them.
So
I thought you had to multiply some dot product.
You find the derivative of
totally.
I with respect to x,
Yeah, I know how to find that.
j with respect, and then you add them.
You add the derivatives of f and g together?
Okay, so that
Because
doesn't
it
mean
needs a del.
it doesn't mean it doesn't mean del dot product F cross product J. I don't even know how to say it right.
I
So-
have the f and j cross product, but then
Yes.
the del, is it,
Isn't it mean dot product it?
if you have two,
Yes, which means you find the magnitude of, or you find the derivative of each of them with respect to x, y, and z,
yeah,
Yes.
and then you add it together. So the derivative of -5y squared minus z with respect to x is 0,
Yeah, I know that.
and 5xy plus
Gives
2xz,
me 5x.
and then
Oh,
2,
1 is 0. Yeah,
Then you
I
add-
know that.
then you add it together.
And
0 plus 5x equals 0.
But isn't it we're taking a dot product or something to that W?
that is the dot product.
Yeah,
Okay, I get it.
you got it right.
I'm just so to stop at this down.
Order of operations. You have to decipher.
The order operations. Please excuse my parent side.
No, that went out the window apparently in 5th grade is what we were told last class.
Now,
Your
you
guys'
have,
fifth
you
grade
you have
class
to
was more advanced
decipher
than
the order of operations. For example, if you have del dot f cross g.
Yes.
Now,
And cross
what's-
G's are in parentheses.
right, now you cannot do this first.
No, I
No.
Because this gives you a scalar, and you
Yes.
can't do a scalar. So these are implied parentheses.
Yeah, we did those first. The problem was is if you have an f and a g in a vector, right? An f and a g function,
It gave us this long vector problem, which,
No, I'm sorry. Well, the F and G, your big F. What is that? A vector?
yeah,
If you have an F and a G, the big F and the big G, you have two different equations, right? Two different XYZs for both of those. F of XYZ and G of XYZ. F in parentheses XYZ, G XYZ. Or a vector. What is
yeah,
it?
it just gave
Is
us
it a
two
vector?
vectors.
There are two vectors. Okay, there you go. Two vectors. There you go. So the question was, what do you get the del of if you have two vectors and you're only doing the del of something times the cross product of F and G, right? Was that your question?
You can scale it.
Oh, that wasn't your question.
It was number 23.
That was 23.
Yeah.
F and G.
Yeah, but my thing was, okay, what I did is I took the del of F cross G.
Oh, you took the del of F cross G.
Yes.
I didn't know what to take the del
Gave
of.
me 5x as the del.
Now,
So
this is a triple scalar product. Now, you studied this in the earlier chapter. It's got nothing to do with this chapter at all. This goes back to section 12.4, the cross product. So go back to section 12.4, it shows exactly how to do this, a triple scalar product. It's a determinant. It's a three-row determinant. It's evaluated as a three-row determinant.
I don't think it's 1204.
Hmm?
1204 is unit tangent normal from finding normal vectors.
Is it even 11 then? Or 10? Where do we start?
Did we already test on it? Yeah, it's already
Yeah, so
forgotten.
it's gone, right?
Yeah, the cross product is 11.4.
Where's the cross product?
11.4.
11.4, that's where you want to go. Okay, now go to page 29204. Go to page 204.
204?
200 and
Chapter 11.4
No,
is in the
804.
800s. Okay.
glasses time. Go to 804, look at problem 21.
This is so last chapter.
So you okay on problem 21? You know how to do it. You did those problems, so you know how to do it, right? You'll do it the same way, only instead of a U, you have a del.
Yes,
So del goes in the top row, F goes in the second row, and G goes in the third row.
but
And
the
then you
U, it identified what the U was, right? It gave you an actual,
Well, we give you, del is an actual vector.
I know, but what is the del of, is my question. And he's saying you add the two derivatives together
No,
of
you know
F
what?
and G.
You find the cross product of F and G, which gives you a new vector.
Yes.
So you put them all in the determinant,
You see?
and it's easier to operate in the determinant. You can do it that way, but that's
That's the calculator way?
that's a longer way. All you have to do is do d by dx, d by dy, d by dz, and here you have fx, fy, fz, gx, gy, gz, and now this is d by dx of fy gz minus gy fz. Now this is d by dx of fy times gz minus gy d by dx of fz. Now you can take the curl first and you can dot it and you'll get exactly the same answer. Your way is valid. You can take the cross product first and you can dot it into del, and you'll get exactly the same thing as if you do it in one step with the determinant. Because it's a triple dot product. And the beauty of the del operator is it operates just like any other vector. Just put it into any of your vector equations, and it works exactly the same. And you understand it is an operator, so it operates on what is to the right of it.
Yeah.
So this operates on exactly what is to the right of it. So the operation is the x derivative. You're taking the x derivative of whatever is to the right of it. So you can do it as a one-step determinant, as we did in chapter 11, or you can do it by first taking the cross product and then dotting it into del, as Stuart wants to do. You would have the same answer.
Simple steps for simple lines.
Let's see. What is the actual demonstration as to why the triple cross product goes there? No, they only demonstrated on page 800 by working it out. So there's no obvious reason as to why it works. So they just put the steps out there on page 800. Once you see the steps, then you believe. So that's what that is. So that was a good one to ask, but basically you guys could do it. You were just doing it different ways, all of which were right. So this is a good time, since last time the material was presented sans examples, no examples, this would be a good time to continue what just happened. Are there any others in here that should be done as an example? Are there any others that should be done as an example? In section 15.1. Okay, I need to make an announcement. There will not be any additional new material in this course. This is it. 15.1 is the last section that we're covering. The reason being that it's sufficient. To go through divergence and curl is the goal of a Calculus 3 course. Anything after that is not even desirable, because it starts more complicated topics that can't be finished quickly. But if you get to divergence and curl, then you've got the fundamental tools by which science and engineering are done with. So it's good to get that far, not necessary to go any farther. It's also good to be able to do what you can do. And in these sections on 14.4, 5, and 6 with limits, we were not doing. So it's time for us to stop and do. So what I want us to do tonight is to do. I want us to do 15.1, and I want us to do 14.5 and 14.6, every single problem. And the ones that we don't every single problem do tonight, I want us to do every single problem on Wednesday. So that at the end of class on Wednesday, everybody has a totally complete set of problems for which to prepare for final Friday's test, which will be selected from that totally complete set of problems. So you will have something to review and to memorize, as ever your style is, and to just come in and ace the test. And that'll be good news for you, because you've had to sweat these tests because they were unpredictable problems and hard. So this one is our old style of test, and it's in your control how you do. So that brings me to a matter of formality about the University of Maryland. Since this is a DE course, you're required to do something called register for your final. Now, I tried to look at the DE courses I've taught in years past so I could copy over the instructions on how to register for your final and put them on WebTyco, but these classes timed out. I don't have access to those instructions anymore. So I tried to search for those instructions in the labyrinth of WebTyco instructor resources, couldn't find them. So I'm forced to ask you guys who have recently taken DE courses, how do you register for your DE final? What do you do?
There's an actual link that they have to activate the link, and it should be active now. I don't know, I haven't gotten any emails on it. But there's a link that you actually click, and then it gives you a schedule of the classes and the dates to take the test. But they're with the proctor. I don't think
Yeah, they're proctored.
I mean, they actually have you on a list where you go into the class, you show your ID, you sign up, and you sit down at a computer that's assigned to you.
Well, in other words, this class has to be scheduled. We have to find out when it is.
We have to be on a list, yes.
On the list. Okay, now, what I put in on the final I submitted to them is that this is only going to be a paper final. It's not a computer final, which means that you guys have some obligation to find a proctor for yourself and submit the name of your proctor to some authoritative link. And have you had that experience before?
No, the way it works is you don't get a proctored name assigned to you until the date of, and then what the professors usually do is say in a conference post, email me who your proctor was the day you took it and the type of test you took. Was it computer versus paper, and where it was. So that's the only thing we have to do. Now we do have to pick a time though. We have to
No.
pick like an 8 o'clock time or a,
It's like,
you know.
morning, lunch.
Yeah.
But do you have to find your own proctor?
No, it's he's already there. It's usually, was it Steve? The
No,
bigger?
no. I mean, if you're taking it at some remote base where you don't have a lab.
Yes, you do.
You have to find your own proctor.
Yes, and then
So-
after you take the test, you email your professor with the information.
Right, and do you have to validate with Maryland that your proctor is a valid proctor? He's not,
I've never taken one anywhere else other than here.
Well, I've
so-
had students take them other places. There's several steps they have to go through.
Yeah, I've only taken one here.
I think they have to get their proctors okay and all of that. But we have a pretty automatic procedure here since I volunteer to be your proctor.
Yeah.
Of course, you can find another one if you don't like the proctor I'm suggesting for you. And I suggest that we proctor this test Friday evening and that we all do it together. And we don't really have any problem amongst ourselves. I just have to be sure that we're satisfying UMUC requirements.
Can we do it on the whiteboard?
I
Well,
feel like you
if we're all
proctoring
doing
our
it
exam is a
together?
conflict of interest.
It is.
You're interested
Any
in our
other
conflict.
questions? That's well put. Okay, now, the whiteboards are not really the way we want to go. Now,
Here's a big
Darn.
test.
now since there are no clear-cut instructions as to who is supposed to do what, then we're just going to proceed to do rational things, like take the test. And we're going to wait for Maryland to make some objection to which I will respond and see what they do that. So we'll just go forward in ignorance and take the test. And we'll take it as if it was proctored. You asked me to be your proctor. You cleared it with your instructor, and I say yes. you
Where's my
selected-
survey?
Good.
We have to
It's
do it
online, it's
so-
online, and you don't get your grades till you take it. Okay, now what I can offer you is the following. What I think I will do, I think we've got around 10 or 11 sections here that we're covering. And what I try to do is select one problem from each section. Now, people are claiming it takes them a half hour to solve a problem, which means 5 hours. If that's true, there may be a time problem. Now, on Friday, we start at 6:15, and we stop at 9, which is 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I can offer the following unhappy news. First, I can easily stay until 10 o'clock because the building doesn't close until 10. Also, I can easily start the test at 4, which gives you from 4 until 10. Now, if you come at 4, don't finish before 6:15, because that's the latest time you can start. So we don't have people walking out before other people walk in. I mean, I know you guys aren't going to share a test, but
Can we use our books?
no.
I'm saying because we have like
A bajillion
formulas in the back that I
You can
still
use the back of the
reference.
book. Yeah, you can use your formula tables all you want.
They
Okay.
give us the
Yeah,
necessary.
you just can't go to the chapters.
Okay,
You can't go to the answer pages either.
that's okay. None of the
How do I
answers are.
tell whether you're at the answer pages or the
N-
formula?
None of the answers are right anyway. It doesn't matter.
How do you know they're not right?
No, not in the book. The ones that I'm providing.
I get the same confused look. How did they get this formula?
Yeah.
How did they get this answer?
That might be why we
So if
take.
you do this, I know you're looking at the answer.
That might be why we're taking 14 hours to finish the test.
Yeah, that's right. Very good point. Okay, so I think that's the way that we're going to go. Yeah, you guys can look at the back of the book.
Can we ban Stuart's calculator?
This is
Yeah,
only. This is only.
that's a fair point.
That's only good
Yeah,
for.
Van Stewart.
I have
calculator.
nothing.
Do you want to ban it or share it?
Well, if you want to share it, then you don't have to ban it.
Hey,
But
I think we need to call attention to Black Kettle, Black Pot over here, whose calculator is more advanced than mine.
But he can't
It's the
use
same
it.
model, it's just
Can he
it
use
looks
it?
better.
can you
Very
use
quiet
it?
about
No.
Wait, it doesn't matter if he can use it. He has the tool available. If he hasn't figured out.
And you want to.
You have to be a
share
scientist
it?
to know how to use that
I think he
thing.
knows how to use it. I do. I think he knows how to use it.
See, my
Well,
scores,
his whiteboard work is
my scores are
outstanding.
more authentic because I have no way to cheat and check.
Yeah, but it's really nice to see good work.
Wow,
I
thanks.
admire. what
I'm
these
supposed to
guys
get
do.
extra credit for like actually using
Yeah, you
lead.
get A for effort.
Darn.
So that's true. Okay, so let's proceed with the standard plan. The doors open at 4 o'clock. Come on in whenever you want to. Latest you can come in is 6:15, and the latest you can stay is till 10. And there's no follow-on time. Actually, there is. I have to come in Saturday afternoon to proctor an
I
algebra
would not want
test.
to come in Saturday.
You don't want to do that. I was just going to offer you guys the option of taking a page at a time and finishing on Saturday.
Okay. Unofficially, I'm wanting to burn the book on Friday night.
Can we warm our hands?
Would you be able to provide like 3 little sections out of the book? The little theorem on 973, it's the tangent plane to normal vectors theorem.
Yeah, there are some formulas in there that are.
That's right. Last time I gave you all the formulas, didn't I?
Yeah.
I cut and pasted.
And then,
That's only fair.
and then rectangular to spherical.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I gave you everything in the boxes, right?
Yes.
I'll do the same thing.
Okay. Yay.
Anything that's in a box, I'll give you.
Can you write the notes in there? The ones that I've written in the boxes? They're in the box.
My box.
I've only had 3 hours
My
of
box.
sleep. I'm tired.
You're fun when you only have 3 hours of sleep. You're loose. You're very loose. You
Oh,
should do it every
jeez.
night. Okay, now, should we ever get to serious business, like some actual problems from 15.1?
These are actual problems.
These are as real as they get.
Well, I can't handle these. I can handle calculus problems.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I'll give you the boxes and probably anything else you ask for too. But there's still probably going to be around 10 problems, and they're going to be selected from our pool of several thousand. And
Can you
as well-
provide us like answers in the test of what the answer is not, maybe?
I don't know.
That's very creative. That's really very creative.
It's not this number and it's not this number.
You mean like a non-multiple choice?
There you go. So that.
Is this real life? Is this really happening?
Well, this is why we've been together 2 years, because, you know, we really are close now. Yeah, I can give you the 4 wrong answers to avoid.
Yay.
No, I can't do that. I don't know
The
how to
area
make
is
wrong
not
answers.
one.
I don't know how to make wrong answers. We do, and we're really good at it. You want us to give you what our answers are, and then those are the ones you can
Well,
say
if you give
it's
it to
not.
me Thursday, then I can publish them on Friday. I can do that.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, let's get to 15.1. We've got these to do. Let's do lots of them.
So like usual, I don't like true and false.
I didn't assign any, and I hope I did this time right.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
It's,
Well, I unassign them right now. I don't know how that happened.
Number
Oh, no, unless they were unusual, true, false. Which ones, please?
Number
3
3.
and 4.
Yeah.
Oh, on quick check?
No, just focus on the concept. The
Oh,
exercise.
okay. Then I think I looked at them and decided that they were okay. And I'll stand on that. No problems.
now, on the test, though, you won't put true and false, will you?
Not unless I also ask to show your work, because I'm not gonna give credit on just a 50-50 chance.
True and false questions in this class are like USB.
It's a
No matter what, I get
50-50
it wrong.
chance. Yeah, it's a 50-50 chance no matter if it's true or false or not.
I just answered all the true and all false.
Okay, come up and circle your selections.
4, 8, 12.
Just remember which ones you circle. We should be able to do all of these.
Oh,
This is a much easier
See,
section.
this is how.
Don't mark with that.
Oh yeah, I think that.
What did he do?
He
took all-
boxed all the bottom ones.
You took the bottom 5 and like, yeah,
You
I'm
can
done.
have
Is
them.
that fair?
You can have
I don't
them
know how to
forever.
true and false. Or draw.
Oh man, I really did number 4. That one. God.
You gotta be
I
quicker.
boxed mine.
Those other problems are difficult.
I don't know if I did any of the other rows.
Uh-oh, you're gonna lose now. Lynn's gonna cut you.
I
and You got nothing
am.
but the hard ones left.
All I know is I just didn't do the last 3. But that's because I was.
Where are the other
confident.
markers?
I-
They don't want you to
I-
mark.
3.
I took red. What did I do? Oh, I can do. Oh, you did 3.
Do it.
Oh, you did 3. I'll do
You
4.
gotta be
Hurry up, she's on her way up.
I'm gonna
Block
do
her.
4.
Don't fight, don't fight.
Oh, it's green.
Doesn't matter. We know who you are.
They're not real markers.
Did I tell you I'm OCD? Like I have to have the right color in the right slot.
Well, of course you do. That's the right way to do
Okay, you
things.
can go to the rest
That's not
of the
OCD, that's just proper.
My OCD is really, really bad. Sometimes when I'm visiting someone else at work, I start to organize their desk.
No, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad.
How many have
As many as you can. You need them all done by somebody.
Well, as I said, I got everything but the last 3, so I can do the rest.
My fingers.
I'm tired.
Well, guess what ones are left, Lynn? Not many.
Lynn, how come you're only doing 3 problems?
No, she's
She
doing.
hasn't even selected those yet.
I can do 1 and 2 if you want, but no,
Okay.
She says okay.
number
Thank you.
3, I just said all true to the
She's like, I won't
Forget
argue
it,
with
it's
you.
just true.
Oh, how did I end up with 4? That one's false.
So let's put the work up and check
What's the
and
page
cross-check.
number again? 1091.
If
There you
Stuart
go.
can bring his calculator in, I'm bringing in my iPad. Yeah, I'm
I've never
bringing in
even
my
checked out his
iPad.
calculator. I don't know it can really do all those things that you claim.
It cannot do all that triple integral stuff, let's say that.
Do you know what I use it most for?
Hmm?
I use it most often because I'm able to store variables in there, so I don't have to be like 5 plus 7. Like I get to
Storing
I get to look
answers.
everything
The truth is
all
out.
at the same time, and I'm like,
Yeah, I really thought you were using it to solve integrals. I guess I didn't know, did I?
it makes everything easier.
Stuart, I would just stop while you're in it.
Why do you got? Are you a bus driver part time? Are you a bus driver part time?
Oh, you think I'm like postal?
No, because you're trying to throw me under the bus.
Oh.
Like ever since you showed up.
I'm telling you, I'm tired. my previous job, I used to go like 48 hours without sleep because I used to work straight through the night and then go back to work the next day after working at home. And so I never slept. And they would laugh at me because
Sometimes I go home and take an hour nap. That's my
what did
life.
I do?
I work for 2 hours, go home, take a nap, and then go back to work.
You live a sheltered life, blessed life, I forgot what it is. You're like, oh, I'm so tired, I had to work out twice this week.
Exactly.
Which
Which
I,
is why I'm afraid of living by myself. Because I know I won't last long.
I don't know if I did this right.
you didn't.
I probably didn't. I never get away.
Okay, done.
I really like this marker. You guys will underline my answers.
That's very good, but you want a minus sign on your curve.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
That's work on 23. So you did it in 2 steps, which is fine. Number 3 is a winner. Number 4 is a winner. Is that number 12?
That is 2 quick check,
No, that one.
and then this is 8.
8.
Yes.
Oh.
It was just graphing it.
That's pretty well done. So everything's roses.
Do you hear a sense of shock?
Yeah, I know. I'm shocked too.
I knew this section was easier, but you guys are coming in at the 100% level, which is very complimentary. Are there any questions on the quick checks, even though you have the answers?
So I got the negative 5x.
Wow, you guys are gonna do them all?
That's not on doing stuff.
Huh?
That's not on
I got it now.
So this is
And it's based on what he did
this is
on the board, that's how I
so
got it.
this can also
Everywhere, that's right. Everywhere. Put a lot of them up there, like this, everywhere. Yeah. Over here too. Yeah, everywhere. It's a constant vector. It transports. Yeah. So, let's see if I can catch these. Hey guys, I'm going to turn the boards a little, please bear with me. So, AJ, can I move this board? Stay right there. Give it a gouge. How's that?
That's all I did. I took a
Yeah.
derivative. Okay,
I
that's
was
what I
hanging
did.
down.
It just
made
looked
sense.
too easy to.
Yeah.
Just a second. They're all right. They're all false.
There's only one way to get to the answer.
Yeah. But this one right here. Is this sine z plus y cosine x?
Maybe. That would actually make sense.
Right, because isn't that this one right here?
I was probably doing this too fast, that could actually be good.
Right, y
Yeah, it's
cosine
oddly
x?
wrong then.
I don't know, I'm never right, so who knows?
Well, technically, you would be right.
Never say never.
I've been right maybe once in this class,
So
this semester.
that actually is going to be this extra here, so
Yeah, I
that
have,
cosine.
I have sine z, for f of x, I have sine z plus y cosine x. So for right here,
Yeah.
sine z plus y cosine x. And then for fy, I have sine x plus z cosine y. And then for fz, I have x cosine z plus sine y.
This guy?
Is that wrong?
Some of them.
No, that's
So-
actually would be right.
These first two are,
Um,
this much is correct.
Jonathan,
you see?
Yes, it would be.
Well, for
I
26,
mean, it's not a fact.
we just want to end up with a zero,
This.
nothing else.
What's that original?
So there's some
The
little
original
typo in
problem
there, that's all.
is phi is x sine z
That's all.
Well, no, it works,
plus y sine.
I just copied down my
z
things wrong.
sine y.
It's just gonna always still, this should still be cosine, that should also go there, that should also be cosine.
That one should be cosine, but the other one should be sine.
Cosine.
and cosine.
Yeah, I don't even look at it.
Hey, I got it right then?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This was doing the chicken. Either way, it's something like that. I mean, it's sort of like a process. Good process.
No, yeah, I know what the process is, but I just stopped.
It's too cumbersome.
Yeah, I just get tired, I get irritated when the problems are too long.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
You do, don't you?
Yes,
I
that
got,
would irritate anyone.
I know,
I
it's
mean,
like, gosh.
It's certain. I don't blame you.
Especially when I don't know if I'm working towards the right answer.
Okay, well, 26 is an error in someplace, it doesn't jump out at me.
So it's a calculus to one error, not a calculus to error.
I would expect there's a calculus one there,
Alright.
because you got the other two zeros, you just didn't get the J zero. So the J should also be zero. They don't give much hope here. They do the curl first, which you do too, I guess. No, what's this IJK? Well, wait a minute, you made a fundamental error here. Oh, yeah, well, that's your trouble. We didn't spell it
Equals
wrong.
E squared.
Oh, yeah, you have to
Yeah.
find del.
All right, you put,
Where are you?
tell, Lynn, tell
17?
them.
Yeah.
Straighten it out.
Straighten me out.
You have to find your del first.
So, the derivative of that with respect to x, derivative of that with respect to y, derivative of that with respect to z. Okay. I swear I got 25.
Oh, I did finish it.
I think I
I got just Z squared and I was like, I didn't finish it, I guess. But I guess I did. Like Stuart jumps in and does all the last ones.
I don't understand why 26 is wrong, because I got 25 and 27 correct.
I started.
Well, you did set the problem up correctly.
Well, I didn't.
Didn't Lynn straighten you out? I mean,
Do you want it?
You can find del like this. But then when I cross product and I get this, I made a mistake.
well, as usual, AJ, you're doing splendid work.
Oh.
That's all the easy stuff. It's all the hard stuff.
This is an easier section, I agree.
Okay, what is?
But,
Apparently it's wrong, so don't worry about it.
Oh, it's gross.
No, but it's dy.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's just his notation. That part's forgivable.
Yeah.
But the first row is,
I don't even know.
You wrote down the same
What
thing.
am I looking at?
Well,
here?
I wrote d over dx.
that's the same. That's his notation. That's just notation, that's all.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to write the rest of
It's the first row that's
it.
wrong.
Number 27.
It's not IJK, it's dx, dy, dz.
Yeah, I got dx, dy, dz.
On the first row, but he doesn't.
How it works the process.
I know.
And
That's what
that's
I'm
his
trying
error.
to tell him.
Alright, what?
Well, he's not, tell him, you know.
I'm trying, but I don't know anything, so he doesn't listen to me.
D over dx is a one symbol, not two.
D over dx is a symbol. I just put it on 2 lines, but it is
Right.
one symbol. So it's d over dx times, or it's,
Your first row should look just like your second row. Your first row should look just like your second row.
Okay, what should my second row look like?
The dx, dy, dz is fine. If that's the notation, it means d by dx.
oh, you're saying ddd goes on?
Well, that's it, I think he's meaning the same thing, d by dx, d
Yeah.
by dz, d by dz.
Yes.
Yes, so that's just notation. But the first row has to look just like the second row.
Well, but what I'm trying to tell him is his I is funky, because you're subtracting.
There's no I.
Yeah, he has an I in here.
You should not. You should not have an I. This is a scalar, it's not a vector. The triple dot product is a scalar result, it's not a vector result. There's no I, J, and K anywhere.
There's no I, J, and K.
No, there's not.
Okay,
There's not.
because,
You're exactly right, there's
So
not.
what's the final answer for this?
okay,
Stuart?
okay,
What's the
but
final answer?
The final answer
He
for that
has
is
dy.
I plus CJ plus YK.
see, I have this dy times E, Y, Z.
That's what it is.
The final answer is 0.
Okay, and the reason I didn't have 0 is because I had IJK.
There's no IJK.
Okay. Since there's no IJK.
I don't understand, like, the example straight out of the book says there's an IJK.
It's not for this problem, type of problem.
For the cross product, when the curl is filled in and cross product notation is,
IJK, right?
yeah.
Is your number 4 correct?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet, I was right, it's
You're
all
doing
false.
problem 26.
I just
Yes.
guessed.
And I used the del operator from page 1090. This is where I might have gone wrong, because I read the book, but I might not have understood what I read.
I don't know if that's an improvement or not, but it's what I wanted you to do, but not for the same result I had hoped for.
So 1090, equation 13.
Page 1090, equation
Man, it's really pretty outside.
13. Equation 13 has nothing to do with this problem.
Really?
Yes. Nothing to do with this problem. What you want from this
That's
problem
curl.
is 12 point, or 11 point. What you want is,
It looks so simple.
what you want is page 800. 800 is what you want. Please go to page 800, not to file page 1090, which only gives you the curl. You want the triple scalar product.
I'm not getting 0, I'm getting negative Z, E, YZ, plus XE, XZ.
So this discussion is about problem 26 on page 1093. You find the triple scale product del dot del plus F.
Okay, so these two cancel out then.
Well, you can take the curl first and then dot it into del if you want,
Well, and that's what I tried doing.
then it should work.
That's what I tried doing.
But what I ended up with my curl, I ended up with negative
Oh, I
Z.
see what you're doing, you're taking the curl first.
I do the del cross product with F, and
Yes.
then I do the del dot product with F.
Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize, that's a valid approach, you just have to do it correctly.
All right,
Now, that is a valid approach.
all right, so we have
Yeah,
back to
just
those
that.
errors.
Yeah. So it's just an error.
All right,
Yeah, no, that's a valid.
this an error somewhere in there, I guess.
Well, this one I don't get. I don't have this one. I have XEZ, XE's XZ.
So the derivative of that with respect to x.
So it's really,
Yeah, because that is this one right here. D of DZ,
Okay.
right? Times EXZ. So it's this
Yeah.
times this, and the Z comes out.
Yes.
So then the X comes out, right? The X comes out, the Z is one. X comes out, so it's XEXZ. XE.
They're listening to the dummy.
I'm all wrong.
Okay, so then do we not subtract these then?
So this one comes, did you get that for I?
Yes, I got negative ZE, YZ, and then
You for J?
that's my J. It becomes a positive though, because it was a negative. Or you're subtracting it, right? It's going on the back end.
So for J, it was this, and then that's negative, 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 positive, positive.
That would be a positive. And then 4EYK.
Alright.
But then when he said that there's no I and K, then I ended up canceling these two out. But I guess now there is again?
So, so this, now it's that, the derivative of y, the derivative of that with respect to y equals 0.
Which is 0. Now why are these 0?
So, the dy,
That times dx and
Yeah.
that's times dy, and that's times dz,
Yes,
which makes them all zeros.
yes. I'm actually not quite sure, like, how I got what I had written up there.
So I think 15.1 is very successful. Good work, everybody. Divergence and curl and vector fields are not causing any trouble.
You want 28?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want the work or you can,
Okay, let's go backwards to section 14.6, which is dealing with spherical coordinates, rectangular coordinates, and cylindrical coordinates. This is extremely important stuff. You've got to be able to do these. So please pick your poison. Some of these were up there last time. No, nobody did these last time, so all of this got postponed. If somebody wants to be first, if they learn their lesson, don't be last.
I don't have any.
Oh, wait, that's a lot.
I
Are you sure
only
you can
have
do that many?
I don't have any 14.6.
Well,
I don't
you didn't have
understand
them
it.
last time either.
I know, I don't
Good.
understand it.
Well, you guys just put them up for each other then. Okay, 14.6, we're gonna do Wednesday. Everybody have it, okay? Wakar Maska? Let's go to 14.5. So this was the second part of 14.5. Actually, let's do
Go to
the
the
whole
second part
thing.
of 14.5?
Yeah, so like the first day we did like 1 through 8, and then the second day we did a bunch of other ones.
Well, let's do them all. And that will be our mission for tonight, to do all of these. So, we're doing quick checks 1, 2, and 3. And problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12,
I
16,
learned by now that's gonna happen every time.
19,
Like, it's not
20,
shipping, it doesn't happen.
22, 23, 25C, 26A, 33, 39B, 40B. Okay, let's start out by doing three problems each. 3 problems each. We can't do this all in one pass. So I did check out this 27. Let me check it out also.
I also put an answer up there for number 28.
Sorry?
I also put an answer up there for 28. I'm not sure if that is correct or not.
Okay, so let me check those out before we first. Okay, so we have a candidate, 26,
Well, I remember doing the first part, I don't remember doing the second part.
and
But
28.
I haven't worked for it, so I must have done it.
It's very close to being a winner.
So we had a thingy while you were there.
Hi,
Are you on now?
on this work,
Color.
we have that 26 which is the right answer. 27 is the right answer. And 28 is almost the right answer. Is that minus 1 should be a plus 1, which is forgivable.
Maybe the minus is supposed to be outside the parentheses.
Yeah, I have 20.
I think not.
Oh, they did 20.
No, it's inside parentheses 1 minus 2x, so there's no disputing it. Right. So just a sign mistake someplace. So now we're proceeding backwards. 14.6 was unprepared,
Okay, so-
and postponed.
Are we doing, what section are we doing?
I guess I'll take 7 and 8. I don't know.
Okay to erase, thanks for checking. So nice work on 15.1. Sure that's not too many, Stu?
I think the only
We're gonna have to
section I
finish this
understood was the one we did
on
yesterday.
Wednesday.
15.1?
Yeah.
14.5 we will finish on Wednesday, also do 14.6. Then we're gonna go back to 14.4. We're gonna go all the way back to 13.7, which is where this block of
Is that
material
where the
started.
test is starting?
Yes, 13.7. All the way back. Make sure that, so check your homeworks and note any problems that you don't have good solutions for, that you want to see one of your classmates show you how to do. So next week will be to get a complete set of good solutions. So come in knowing what ones you need.